Yes, we had a big travel day today. Train from the train to no, actually a van to and 2 plane rides. It was very, very, very exhausting, but you know, we had a good show. It was cool.
We noticed that your bass guitar is quite short compared to a lot of other contrabass guitars. Can you explain why that is?
Well, it's an instrument that was created because bass players were having difficulty flying in aircraft because airlines were changing their baggage regulations. So I got stranded a few times in England where I couldn't get my bass home with me, and so I can't have that happen, so I had to get something else to use, you know.
Yeah, but you would imagine that the whole body influences the sound. How is it possible that it just doesn't influence the sound?
Well, it creates a pretty good sound at the instrument, and then if you crank the action up high, you can kind of overcome, I guess you just use your imagination to project, kind of will it to be in a way, but it shouldn't be like that, but it does, turns out that way. So.
And why did you choose to play jazz and not rock or pop or anything else?
I think, I mean, I love all that other music as well, but I just gravitated to the acoustic bass, and you know, this is one of the musics where that is a regular part of it, and I just love the jazz's combination of emotional connection and also the intellectual thing, both of them. So I guess that's what appealed to me, you know, as a person, you know, to just be attracted by that. You know?
Oh yeah, and we were just talking about the piano with a bass guitar player, because we noticed that it's not the piano you, well, you play a lot of different pianos, let's put it that way. Yeah. Is it hard?
Not really, you know. I mean, I'm so used to like play all kinds of pianos that, you know, you kind of you adjust in your brain, you know. Once that you like play a couple of notes, you know what to expect. So.
Yeah, but the sounds are different, I can imagine.
Yeah, but it's not that different, you know. Like you can adjust mentally, you know, and then, you know, make whatever changes you need to make the situation work.
What is it like to play in Europe? Is it different to the USA?
There are more places to play here in Europe. You know, what we have in the United States is, you know, it's a bit limited. You know, we have jazz music on the coast, you know, and in the Midwest a bit, but you know, it's very difficult to organize long tours, you know, in between these cities. In Europe, it's much easier to do that. You know, we were in Poland last night, and France the night before, and Germany the night before that. So you can be in several countries just in the span of a few hours. The audiences are a little more energized. They're a little more aware of the music. Man, I'm not going to try this one. He's trying to get me.
Oh yeah. Well, you should have fun.
I only drink apple juice. So
oh yeah. And why did you choose to play the saxophone? Can you explain that?
I always loved music. My parents were musicians. You know, my father passed away when I was young, but my mother, of course, played music in the house every day. So I was always around music. I started playing the clarinet when I was maybe 12 years old, 13 years old, and that later on turned into me playing the saxophone. So I love music. That's why any musician plays. You know? But really, I can only be myself. I can only do what I have to do as a musician, and I really hope that yes, people, if they enjoy what I do, that's great. If not, you know, it's not really possible to enjoy everything that you hear or see. You know, I don't love every piece of music that I hear. That's a part of being a listener. You know, but yes, I don't really feel pressure because I'm just trying to play. I'm just trying to do my thing.
And if anyone wants to become a great jazz musician, do you have any tips for them? Like, just keep studying.
Sure, keep studying, keep listening. Don't be afraid to follow your own ideas, follow your own path. Sometimes there's a lot of pressure to conform to one idea of what jazz is. Sometimes you have to sort of be as brave as you can and just sort of allow yourself to be who you are as an artist. I think all of the people that we love the most, that's what they did.